The Prodigy Puppet Master is the newest boss in all of Prodigy, and today I'm taking you guys through the entire process from step 1 to beating the Puppet Master. Just make sure you go down below and subscribe, and let's head straight into the video. Now, what is the Puppet Master battle? Well, the Puppet Master is the Prodigy boss that was just added. It's one of the hardest battles in all of Prodigy, and I'm going to take you guys through every single step. Now, there's a lot of battles you have to get through before the Puppet Master, so let's head into this first Pippet battle. Now, when you're going up against Pippet, it's not going to matter too much, what pets you use. Pippet is the easiest of all the battles, but anyway, let's just take a look at this battle. So using Sever straight off the bat, looks like the Pippet does resist it. Now, he does have 2 level 70 pets. Now, I'm not entirely sure if the level of the Pippet's pets are related to your own level. I'm not sure about that, but either way, the Pippet battle, you should not have that much trouble. And as you guys can see, the Pippet is already down to 93 health, just like that. And as long as you're, focused in on your questions, making sure that you are getting all of them correctly, the Pippet battle, like I said, yeah, it's probably very, very easy. Now, you guys are going to see later, there are 5 battles before you can actually get to the Puppet Master, and you guys will see those in a second. But first, let's just focus on beating the Pippet. So boom, just like that, the Pippet is already gone. As you can see, I'm literally completely full health. Like, I just took my first damage there. So yeah, the first battle with the Pippet, most of you guys watching, as long as you are a decent level, I think you should be able to get through it. Now, I don't recommend doing this whole journey unless you're pretty high level, because it is kind of difficult, I will not lie. But either way, yeah, the first battle is not a problem. But let's just finish with this battle. Looks like I'm going to end up using Bite against this guy right here. Let's see how much damage. Boom, 212, just like that. These 2 pets, I just had in 2 ice pets because, I thought, what, why not? We're going to get into a little bit later what specific pets to use. But let's just go ahead and use our next spell. Let's just use Bop, boom, and there you go. Both pets from the Pippet are actually in the red range. Yeah, this battle probably only takes around 5 minutes. The easiest one, boom, like, dude, this guy's literally fumbling out here. Like, are we serious? This is the Puppet Master battle. This is one of the first steps in the Puppet Master thing, and these guys are missing questions, guys. Come on. Anyway, let's just go a little bit forward until the end of this battle, because I'm pretty sure we are about to win it. So let's just go ahead and use the spell. Let's see. All right, looks like we're just gonna end up using Starbit, and boom, 462, took him out just like that. Looks like we only need 1 more spell to take out this Mimic. Let's hopefully we get this right. I hope we don't miss any questions, and it looks like boom, we're gonna get it right and do 362 damage against that guy, and boom, you are done with the first battle, battling Pippet. And here's where things get interesting. You are going to be up against the different bosses, and you guys will see. Oh no, the Puppet Master will not like this. Here is where the Puppet Master is going to come in. Look, all the gems get placed. You think, oh my gosh, I've done it. We've actually done it. Boom, you click on the thing. But no, here comes the Puppet Master coming down. You didn't think I let you use the keystones, did you? And here comes the whole process. So, for your first battle, you are going to want to use ice pets, and you are going to want to use a powerful ice relic. That will help you in the first battle very, very well. So your first boss you're going to go up against is Shadow Gerald, I believe. Now, with Shadow Gerald, as you can see, he is weak to ice. So you are going to want to put in your ice relic, and you also are going to want to have 2 pets that are full of ice. As you can see, we are going to do damage to this guy. Boom, 448 damage, a very, very good amount of damage. So it is very, very crucial that you choose pets that are basically strong against the bosses. Before you go into every boss battle, you are going to have an opportunity to change your pets. I'll show you guys that in a second. But yeah, for the first battle, for Shadow Gerald, ice pets are recommended. So let's just go get into this battle. So it looks like Shadow Gerald's going to come here, do a spell, 300 damage. The big things about these bosses, they just have a lot of health. But you know what? Boom. good spell against Shadow Gerald right there. Yeah, these bosses, they do have a good amount of health, so the battles aren't necessarily too difficult. It's more about the fact that, yeah, these are just more long battles. And of course, as you go and fight each one of the 5 bosses before you get to the Puppet Master, each one gets harder. And just like that, you know, you missed the question. When you were battling Shadow Gerald, it's not going to be the end of the world. You know, you're not going to lose the battle. But yeah, like I said, as you move on, and especially against the Puppet Master, you cannot afford to miss any questions. But let's just get that question correct. Boom, Chill Splinter right there, and 448. So yeah, as you guys can see, if you choose the pets that I recommended here, the battle is not going to be difficult at all. Boom, 358, just like that. Here comes in Shadow Gerald, but we should be able to take him out with our next spell. Oh, okay. Took out one of our pets. I was actually not expecting that. But yeah, here we go. Here comes our main wizard. Doesn't even matter if we have the all-out attack. Let's just use Sever and hopefully finish him off. Boom. Just like that, you have finished the first of the 5 boss battles before you get to the Puppet Master. And you know what? Let's head straight on to the next battle. So, as you guys are going to see, we're not going to click right away. It's going to point you to the finger to click towards that center, but you are not going to want to point right away. You are going to want to go and change your relic. So for the second battle, you are, I believe, going to want to use Fire. So as you guys can see, I'm just looking through all of my pets. I end up using Hot Pot. In fact, I'm pretty sure I actually level him up. I'm not sure. I might level up pets. Looks like here I'm just going with Hot Pot and Big Hex. For these battles, like I said, you are going to want to use pets that do have strong spells. But like I said, I'm using a Fire and a Storm, and it still works out very, very well. Now here comes the second boss battle, Shadow Worm. This is the boss, I believe, from Shiverchill Mountains, of course in Shadow form, and that is why it is going to be recommended that you use fire pets. So as you guys can see, I only ended up using one fire pet because I didn't really have another fire pet who was too good that I wanted to use, but I also did have the fire relic, which was very helpful. But let's just jump straight into this battle. So starting off, you are going to see that there is this force field right here, and it is very annoying. Basically what it is, it protects the Shadow Worm from any spells you do, and it honestly takes a few spells before you can get rid of the barrier. So yeah, not gonna lie, one of the most annoying and hardest aspects of the entire thing. But here we go, let's just use Storm Globe next up. Boom. Alright, as you can see, I mean, we're doing good damage, but it bounces off as a 0, so it basically doesn't count. But you guys are going to see how you end up getting rid of this force field here in a few seconds. You only do a few spells when you have to, you know, kind of take care of the force field, but otherwise it's not too difficult. So here, let's just get this question correct really quick. Let's see, should be able to get this correct. Boom. Thankfully, when I was doing these battles, yes, I did not miss very many questions, which is very crucial. But anyway, let's see, Eruption, let's see if this one can take care of the force field. No, as you can see, 0 damage, and here comes in Newt, a shield fully protects, and of course, here comes Bach to the rescue, using his spell to basically get rid of the force field, and here you go. So once you get past the force field section, the rest of the battle is very simple, so let's just jump into that. Looks like he's going to do a little bit of damage. As you can see, my wizard's still at full health, my pets are taking just slightly, you know, just a slight amount of damage, so it's not that bad, but let's just hopefully get this answer correct. You do not want to miss questions. So let's see, and boom, got the answer correct. And yeah, so when you get rid of the dude's when you get rid of his shield, as you can see, I use Ion Cannon right there, and boom, that's going to do nearly 500 damage. Like, it is very simple once you get that force field gone. Now, I'm not really talking about what spells I'm using, but I kind of just see which ones have the most power. When you're dealing with these pets or bosses, I guess you could say, that just have a very high amount of health, I just tend to aim with spells that have a lot of power. I just find that to be easiest. And here, of course, using Starbit, and not actually that much. Not sure why that didn't do that much, but it is what it is. He's only at 374 health. Should it be able to take him out with this next Big Hex spell? And let's see, as long as I get this question correct, I hope I didn't miss it. Looks like I did get it correct. Magic Refilled. And here, I guess I just used Storm Glow. Boom, just like that. Took out the Shadow Worm, and that is the second of 5 boss battles done before you head to the one, the only Puppet Master. Now, just like in between the battle of Shadow Gerald and Shadow Worm, you are going to want to change your pets, and I'm about to show you what pets to use right now. So, get rid of this Pumpkin Fest rewards. That doesn't matter right now. Go ahead, fight the urge to click, and first off, change your relic, and then you are going to want to go and change your pets. Of course, take out the Hot Pot, take out the Big Hex. You are going to want to go full water pets. Luckily, I have 2 very, very good water pets, so this was not a problem for me. And let's just head into the 3rd boss battle. Now, the 3rd boss battle is going to actually be one of my favorites. It is Shadow Celeboni. Celeboni is from Bonfire Spire. Blanked out for a second. Celeboni's from Bonfire Spire, and here we have Shadow Celeboni. Now, you are going to notice right off the bat, Shadow Celeboni does not have a force field, right? He does have 3,000 health, but he does not get a force field with, it just makes the battle a little bit more manageable. You don't got to deal with, getting rid of that force field right away. So let's just jump into this battle. Looks like I got the first question correct. We're just going to go with Bubble Burst. Again, I'm just choosing the spells that do the most power. And like I said, Celeboni is weak to water, so that's why I told you guys put in a water relic and just use water pets. That's going to make the battle just so much easier. And honestly, these boss battles are way easier compared to the Puppet Master. Like here, I'm just going to go ahead, use Down Portal, and boom, 500 damage. So you're doing about 500 damage per spell. So it should only take you, 5 or 6 spells as long as you don't get anything wrong to actually complete the battle. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use Starbit. When you're using your main wizard, it's kind of hard to choose between do I use the normal spell or the water spell. I kind of just went with what I felt like was good. And then, of course, with this guy, I'm just going to use Bubble Burst, 411 damage. It's so powerful. If you guys have good pets, these battles will honestly be a cake. Now, the Puppet Master is its whole different conversation, but yeah, if you have pets that do a lot of damage to the Celeboni, it is just going to make the battle super, super easy. Not to worry, my tired sidekick, Slurpee the Talented, has come in. Boom, there you go. Now, in some of these boss battles, as you've seen, someone is basically just going to come in and save you, just give you a full regeneration of health, which is very, very overpowered. When you have a lot of health and you get it regenerated, there's honestly, basically no way you can lose against any one of these bosses, as long, of course, you're getting your questions correct and you're doing a good amount of damage. But let's go ahead and let's finish this battle. Celeboni only has 968 health left. Looks like let's just go ahead and use Bubble Burst, 411 damage. Should be able to take care of this guy with maybe 1 or 2 more spells. So yeah, as you can see, Celeboni's doing good damage, but because we got that big regeneration, it's just gonna make it so much easier. We can afford to take damage as long as we're doing good spells. It just makes it that much easier. But let's hope we get this correct. Looks like I forgot to do something. Uh-oh, okay, don't mess this up. I don't want to mess this up. Boom, okay, we got it correct. Crisis averted, guys. But let's just go ahead and use Down Portal. This might end the battle right here. No, okay. Shadow Celeboni, 149 health left, and that is it. So one more question. This guy's out of there, and we only got 2 more boss battles before we head straight into the Puppet Master. Make sure you're getting questions correct. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, looks like I was just not really fully trying on this question, but let's just hope we end up getting it right. Boom, got it right. And this should be the final spell. As far as I'm concerned, you should use Bubble Storm, and boom, took out Shadow Celeboni just like that. So we're 3 boss battles down. 2 more to go, and then of course the final, what you guys have all been waiting for, the Puppet Master. But first, let's take care of business with these other 2 battles. Now, guys, no surprise, you are going to want to change your pets. If you notice the pattern, yes, every single battle you do before the Puppet Master, you got to change your pets. So for this next battle, I believe the pets you are going to want to use are Storm. That's why I go ahead and put in my Big Hex right away. And then I go to Sorrel and just add it in. My Sorrel is only level 62, but but I'm trusting that my big hex will do enough damage. And then of course, if you want a little extra security, go ahead and put in a storm relic. It's just gonna make it a little bit easier. But yeah, let's head into the 4th boss battle. This whole process, by the way, is super fun. One of the best battles and, like, you know, events in all of Prodigy, I guess you could say. So here comes the Shadow Old Ones. These are of course the people from Skywatch, I believe. Yes, I believe these are going to be, oh no, this is actually, okay, yeah, this battle is interesting. So I forgot about this boss battle. I don't even count it because you basically get to use your all-out attack right away. So this guy's gonna do damage to you, but you get to use your all-out attack right away, and I don't know if you take him out completely, do you? You might do like a ton of damage to this guy. Let's see, 610. Yeah, I remember this battle being very easy, guys. So yeah, just put in the pets. As you can see, week 2 storm right there. So this battle is super easy. Now, actually, you know what? This is the 4th out of the 5th battle. For some reason, I thought it was an extra battle, but no, I just forgot that this battle was super easy because you can use the all-out attack. So for your 4th out of your 5th boss battle, yeah, it's going to be probably the easiest one. No force field, all-out attack right away. Now the old one does, he does a lot of damage. Like, as you can see, we already lost our pet, and both of my wizard and pet are in the red range, but because you do so much damage to this guy, it's honestly really easy. Yeah, like, my big hex might take him out. Yeah, like, just like that, your big hex takes him out. So yeah, this was not the battle in Skywatch. That is actually the next battle that we're going to head into. But yeah, this battle was so easy that I forgot about it. So that should tell you all that you need to know for this battle. Nothing to worry about at all. And let's head into the final boss battle before we meet the Puppet Master himself. Now, of course, same thing, change your pets. When you're doing these, you have to change your pets. It makes it so much easier. So this is a leaf battle, and here I'm like, you know what, I don't want to risk it. I'm just gonna level up my Palm Prickle to give it to 100. And here we go. Let's head into the 5th and final boss battle really quick. You know, put in your relic and stuff like that, and let's go. So here we have the clouds. This is the Skywatch battle. Puppet Master is getting mad, and who are we going to fight? I believe it's Stormy, something along those lines. Let's see, and oh, looks like he doesn't even tell us. Keeps it a surprise, but let's head into the battle. Here we go, teleported into Skywatch, and here comes the 3 clouds. Now, this guy has the force field, which is so annoying. I got lucky that he missed one of his spells, but the force field battles are probably the harder ones of the boss battles. If I would have to say, this is probably the hardest of the boss battles. Besides the Puppet Master, yeah, this guy's probably the hardest of the boss battles. But let's just go. So yeah, boom, you're gonna do damage, but you're not actually gonna get any damage off against this guy. It's just going to basically reflect off that force field, which is kind of annoying. You know, you kind of wish you did damage in these battles because it just makes it take way longer, and you have a lot more room for error. Like, if you miss a question, it's just a little bit less forgiving. But boom, that's our 2nd spell. I believe you do 3 or 4 spells before the force field gets taken away, so you kind of just gotta push through it, just do a few spells. But anyway, we're just gonna head into this battle and go over it. Alright, so looks like I got my Palm Prickle, and we are going to use Wallop. So let's see. Yep, see exactly there. It's not going to break that force field. But here comes Broccolina saving the day. Goodbye, force field. Wait, it didn't work. It didn't work. That right there is how they fake you out. You think you're going to get the force field gone, but no, for some reason it doesn't work. And now this is where you start getting nervous. You're only doing 3 damage. The force field is still really strong. My main wizard's down to only 130 health. It gets very nerve-wracking. And as you can see, this is your 6th spell of the battle, and you still basically have not beaten this guy. Like, it gets very scary. But here I believe, here comes in Benny, thankfully coming in and saving us from this force field. Benny clutches up, and there you go. So as you can see, I got so lucky. My wizard had 14 health left. I nearly got taken out. Yeah, I would definitely say this is probably the hardest of the battles because it takes 6 spells before you can actually do damage to these clouds, which is very, very annoying. Luckily, Benny saves the day. But let's finish this battle so we can head into the one, the only Puppet Master battle. So as you guys can see, you know, I'm just using whatever spells do a lot of power. This guy does not have that much health after you take away the force field, so I'm kind of just going to go ahead and rely on my pets who are... you know, my pets are leaf, so that's going to do a lot of damage to the clouds. That's going to kind of carry me into this process. But as you can see, a spell like Leaf Storm is just super powerful, 344 damage. Now here comes our other pet. We should be able to do just as much damage. We're going to skip over this question, and let's see, and magic refilled. Let's just go ahead and use Leaf Burst against this guy. And boom, 270. So yeah, just like that, you're getting this dude into the red range. Here comes his spell. This is the first of the boss battles where I did lose my main wizard. So that is something to keep in mind. This, out of all of the boss battles, is probably where you're most likely to lose your wizard. So out of all the battles, this is most crucial to have very, very good pets. But here comes Leaf Burst. I think this might finish it off. Okay, almost finishes it off. Looks like one more spell, and this dude rests. If that dude didn't rest, there honestly might have been a chance that I'd lose the battle, but he decided to rest for some reason, which basically means he's just too tired to do a spell. So we end up getting lucky and avoiding that, and yeah, boom. As soon as we get this question correct here, should be able to take him out and head into the Puppet Master battle. So let's see. Make sure you get this question correct. You know, you don't want to mess up the last question of a battle. And boom, luckily we did get it correct. So let's just end it off with Leaf Swarm. And boom, there you go is powerful. And there you go. So that is the 5 boss battles. The Puppet Master does have to go over some things, and then you're going to head into the main Puppet Master battle, which we are going to get into right now. Alrighty, and welcome to the Puppet Master battle. Everything leads up to this. The good thing is, if you lose the Puppet Master battle, you are able to battle it again. But don't worry, I actually win this battle, so I'm going to be going over it with you guys, giving you tips on how to beat it and going over the battle. So the first thing you guys have to know, when battling the Puppet Master, it is crucial you choose pets with a lot of health. Now, as you guys can see, these 2 pets are 2 water pets. Most people would think, you know, these are random pets. They're not epics, they're not whatever. But these 2 pets have 660 health each, which you guys are going to see very, very quickly is one of the biggest keys in beating the Puppet Master. You need pets with an absolutely insane amount of health. But here comes the Chill Out spell. Boom, 361 damage against the Puppet Master. Puppet Master is weak to your normal spell, so it's like the Astral spell, I believe. So if you actually have an Astral Relic, that's going to help you out a lot. I didn't, so I was just using these water spells, which ended up working for me, but I kind of got lucky, as you guys are going to see. There's definitely easier ways to beat the Puppet Master, but here comes the Puppet Master with his spell. Boom, the Puppet Master doesn't do that much damage, but he just has a ton of health. Now here is the main twist in the battle you are going to have to be aware of. Yes, the Puppet Master can steal pets. Now, how do you get around the Puppet Master stealing pets? You cannot hit your pet. So as you can see, the second the Puppet Master steals my pet, I use spells that only attack the Puppet Master because you are going to get your pet back later in the battle. So if you are damaging it, it's actually just going to hurt you more later in the battle. So as you can see, I'm just using these single spells that only attack the Puppet Master here. They do a little bit less damage, but like I said, it is worth it because you're going to end up getting your pet back later, and you don't want to get your pet back having barely any damage. So there you go. As you can see, for example, I got my pet back, and he ended up having a lot of health. So like I said, that's one tip I could give you, and that's very, very important. So let's get into this battle here. The Puppet Master just destroys me. I mean, what a spell was, like, what spell even is that, guys? That's actually crazy, like it's a crazy good spell. His spells are kind of hit or miss. Sometimes he does a lot of damage like that spell, sometimes not as much. But let's see what we do. Looks like I'm just going to use Starbit. I kind of just use Starbit every time I had my wizard because he's weak to Astral, so that helped me out a lot. But yeah, if you can find pets that have astral spells, that would probably be the most overpowered. But then again, I would prefer any pet that has a lot of health. I think the rule of thumb is like anywhere over 640 to 660 should let you survive. The more the better. I'm not sure what pet has the highest amount of health, but I just chose these pets, as you guys can see, because they had a lot of health. So we're getting very low here. My two pets are honestly very low, but luckily my wizard still does have a little bit of health. So let's just focus and make sure we get these questions correct. Boom. Like I said, mentioned earlier in the video, if you miss questions against the Puppet Master, you've already lost. You cannot miss a single question against the Puppet Master, if I'm being honest. You'll basically have no chance if you miss a question, so you really have to be focused and on your game. But here comes the Puppet Master. He fumbled. I got so lucky that he fumbled here because he for sure was going to take out one of my pets. And of course, the next thing that happens directly after is that Newt comes in and heals us up. So I go from only having one pet if he were to hit my other pet and take him out, to having all three fully healed. That was insanely clutch and honestly kind of just lucky. So here we go. I'm basically back at full power. I can do spells. I'm just using whatever spells do the most damage, have the most power. That was my strategy. So I did a lot of down portal. That seemed to just be very consistently doing around 250 damage. But here comes back the Puppet Master, probably with an insane spell. No! He fumbled, so I got so lucky in this battle that this guy fumbled. But this is one of the good things about the Puppet Master. He can heal himself 1,000 health right on the spot. So yeah, as you guys are gonna see, I use the all-out attack, which is a very huge spell and is very overpowered. It's gonna do a bunch of damage and basically take back half of what that dude just regenerated for himself. So very good spell, very good that you have. And of course, I still have all three of my pets and wizard at full health. Once you're in this situation, you just have to focus on not missing questions and you will be able to win. But here we go, I missed. So I still got the question correct, but I just got unlucky and ended up missing the spell. That's gonna happen, you can't really control it. You just gotta hope to overcome it. Now, I'm pretty sure the Puppet Master is going to steal another one of our pets here, and yep, here we go. Steals our other pet. So we just gotta reiterate what we were saying earlier. When the Puppet Master steals your pet, number one thing you do is you do not attack that pet because you're gonna get it back later and you do not want to get it back with less health. So there you go, you're just gonna go ahead and basically target the Puppet Master. So for example, one of the spells is Starbit. Because that just goes straight for the Puppet Master. You can choose which one to use it on. And like I said, I just use straight for the Puppet Master. I don't want to damage my own teammate. That's my own teammate. I'm not going to want to damage him. So yeah, we're heading near beating the Puppet Master, but with the Puppet Master, you are always on edge. You never know if you're going to miss a question, if he's going to come out, if he's going to do a crazy spell. So yeah, this is in the case of one of these battles, you cannot celebrate too early. So here I'm just going to go ahead and use, I actually use up Chill Splinter because as you can see, I was about to use Chill Out, but that would have done damage to both the Puppet Master and my pet, and we are avoiding that, so that's why I did not do that. And my pet fumbled. That's like the third or fourth fumble from my opponent. So, I don't know, comment down below, did you guys get that lucky if you guys have battled the Puppet Master? I feel like I may have just gotten super lucky because, yeah, I literally was doing, like, I was getting so many fumbles. But here he's saying that he's on his last legs. When you see this message, you know you are basically on the brink of winning. And then he takes your pet back again, which is honestly not terrible because you could just use Starbit and focus on him like you have been doing. And there you go. That's a very good spell. Here comes our pet. I don't believe this actually takes him out. I used Chill Splinter. Let's see. Does it finish him off? Not quite. It doesn't quite finish him off, so you are going to have to wait one more turn. But as long as he doesn't do something crazy, yep, it looks like we should be good. Wait, oh no, don't do something crazy. Don't do anything crazy. Yes, my pet survived. So as you can see, it got down to the wire in this battle. Let's see, hopefully let's just finish this off strong. You are strong, but not strong enough. This is what the Puppet Master does. He basically can just do spells whenever he wants. He just does multiple spells in a row. Takes out my pet. My wizard gets down to 155 health. I was nervous that that spell was actually going to take me out. Luckily, it did not do that much damage, and my pets had enough health to survive, but I would have bet in some instances that could take you out, so be aware of that. But here comes the Starbit spell, and boom! Powerful, doing the damage. Puppet Master, you are out of here. And then you get the beautiful scene of the Puppet Master absolutely falling down. Boom, the gems, they're losing their strength, they're losing their power, and the Puppet Master falls down to the ground. But that is it, guys. That is the full Puppet Master series. I hope you enjoyed. Just make sure to go down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.